Hello everyone, welcome to Low Budget Otaku, and today we have another episode of Low Budget Otaku News, this time for reserves of June 2021. So June is almost over, so I decided, okay, let's do the first episode of Low Budget Otaku News, and this time of course for reserves, and I'll do another video for figures that were released during June and were restocked. So stay tuned also for that, probably around the weekend. But first, let's see what's new. What's new in terms of just you can reserve it. These figures probably are going to be released, most of them next year or in the end of this year. And we're starting off with some Figma Chan from Arknights, whatever that is. Now, this figure costs $65. This is coming out December 2021. And if you're new to the channel, I have an obsession with Figmas. It's my favorite brand, so I'm always excited when new Figmas are announced, even those that I don't know nothing about, like this one. Again, fantastic design. Figma does some of the best designs in the market. I'm not going to show a lot of it, but definitely looks like an interesting character, and especially if you know what this is. Overall, I like the possibility, I like the accessories, and I like the overall look that the figure seems to come with. So $65 December 2021, up for reserve. Then we're jumping into this Nier Automata plastic model kit, Type S 9S. So this is the mech suit that the characters have. This is strange. This is made by Square Enix, so even though it's not a Play Art Sky figure, it's not a Bring Art Sky, it's somehow related to it. Apparently we have this small figurine that is not a Bring Arts. It doesn't look like it's a Bring Arts figure, but this somehow is related to the mech that you can build. Because it says it's a model kit, so you can build this. This figurine you put inside. It's interesting. I gotta say, I love the section of the game that has this mech, so I found it interesting, but it's a really expensive one, $120, and it's coming out November 2021. So if you're a Nier Automata fan, Square Enix still finds way to get your money. Speaking of Square Enix, we have more Advent Child and Final Fantasy stuff coming out. This is a re-release of the Final Fantasy VII Advent Child, Play Art Sky, Cloud Strife, and Fenrir, so the motorcycle. $282, very expensive, November 2021 re-release. It is a very beautiful looking bike and a fantastic figure. I have a KO of this figure, not the original one. And I know there's a KO also with the bike that is more or less half the price, but I don't know if the bike it's good enough or not. I overall love the look of the figure, I love the accessories, but it's freaking expensive. This one brings a lot of different stuff. It is the ultimate version, of course, of the character with the bike. It's just fantastic. But that's not all Final Fantasy stuff that is coming out. We have a lot of Final Fantasy stuff. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Intergrade, Play Art Sky, Yuffie, Kizaragi. So the one from the DLC that only PlayStation 5 owners right now can play. That's actually sad. I wish they will release this for PlayStation 4 players. I know that they're trying to sell hard the PlayStation 5, but fantastic. Just overall a fantastic look for the character. So yeah, two hands, not that many accessories. Pricing $113, more or less usual for Play Art Sky figures. June 2022, so that's so far away. That's crazy, they're announcing this so far away. But hey, and then we also have this Sonon Kazakabe, so I think it's the other character from that DLC, but I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. Pricing is more or less the same, but it's coming out July 2022, and I think again looks fantastic. Play Art Sky figures are some of the best looking figures in the market, even though because they're too big, the articulation sometimes suffer. Yeah, it's the same. It's the character from the DLC. Then let's go back a little bit to some Figma, and this is a March 22 re-release. $56 Maria Teroyusu from Little Armory. So Little Armory is those high school girls with guns. Okay, I guess it's not my cup of tea, I can say that. They're well done characters, but not my cup of tea. I don't understand why they exist, basically. But yeah, it's a re-release, not a new figure. Then we also have some Little Armory Figma tactical gloves, so some gloves and some pistols. $11, very cheap, October 2021. And I think there's 2 of them with different colors, and also different guns. So it is actually a nice idea to have all of these different hands to hold the guns, and you have these guns with like actual mechanisms. I think, at least for the images, it looked like you have the cocking mechanism, you have the grip. So nicely detailed, I can give them that, and it's not that expensive. So if you're into the figures themselves, that's like a whole series of Little Armory figures. This is probably something that you want in your collection. And another Little Armory character getting re-released, and this time is Chica China. $56 March 2022. So again, far off. Now this character actually looks a little bit better to me than the other one. I like the idea that she has like this vest with magazines, and just it looks a little bit cooler for me. I think the weapons look cooler, and yeah, this one is a little bit more interesting to me. Still, probably I wouldn't buy it for me, but looks definitely cooler. Now this is Lana from Chunya Yamachita's Plastic Angels. $79, a lot expensive. Let me just be clear, that's a lot expensive. Apparently these are 2 figures from, then we also have Ange. Same pricing, February 22 release. So overall looks of the characters, they look fantastic. What are they? What is this supposed to be? I don't know. A little pervy, I guess. Please don't demonetize this video, YouTube. It's weird. It's weird in a cool way, I guess. So apparently they bring this table. I don't know if both figures bring the table. They just so weird to me. This I don't know what to say. But they look cool. Apparently, what are they? Like model kit painters? Damn, I wish there were such female model kit painters in the real world. But yeah, very expensive. Still cool. Then we have this weird figure and dressed STD version, an ensemble kit. So this is a model kit, $32 of Dark Advent, whatever this is. It looks a bit weird to me. Not sure what the hell. Is this really a model kit? It's a weird model kit, I guess. So I'm not really sure. It says assembled kit, but it was in the section of actually figures, so it's a bit confusing. But it looks like a model kit, a very weird model kit. And apparently there's 2 versions. We have the DX edition that has this, like, I don't know, almost like a JoJo stand. The first one again, $32, March 2022, and the other one, $71. Is it worth to have that little, I don't know, JoJo stand? Probably, it looks cooler like this. But yeah, I don't know the show, I don't know where this is from, but looks interesting at least. Speaking of JoJo, we have JoJo. Of course we have JoJo, there's always JoJo coming. And we have some re-releases of Trish Una from part 5 Understand SG. and both of them are priced at $59. November 2021 re-release. I love that they're always re-releasing these JoJo figures because we all need more JoJo in our lives. And we're jumping into more Final Fantasy VII Play on Sky figures and Red 30, Red 8. That's Red 8? No, Red 13. Red 13. Now I was confusing the numeric Roman scale. $113, December 2021 release. And I think this is completely new figure, so it's not a release, no, it's just a new version for the game. Looks fantastic, definitely looks amazing. They're hitting out of the park with these new Final Fantasy figures. And then we also have Rufus Shinra, same pricing, November 2021 release. And again, hitting it out of the park, fantastic detail. The Play on Sky sometimes almost looks like Hot Toys quality, not really, but almost. Again, I just have a pity that the scale is so big, and that makes it so expensive. Bring Art Sky, the Bring Arts line is for me a little bit better in terms of scale, but the price is a little bit too high compared with Play on Sky because the scale is so much lower. We also have K Jessie, one of the candidates for Best Girl, and that looks exactly like the game. Come on, that looks fantastic. Pricing I think is the same February 2022 release, so they're spreading the releases a little bit out, and you have a DX edition. More or less it's the Jessie and motorcycle set, so a little bit like the price goes a little bit up, $128. The bike itself, it's a very simplistic bike in the game, but they nailed it here. So damn, getting this bike with this character, and for example getting the bike with a cloud, that looks fantastic in a shelf. Yeah, but a bit expensive, and it's coming out at the same time. No, a little bit later, March 2022. So if you want the bike one, the other one comes earlier, but probably it compensates to buy the bike one if you want it. But then you also have another set that is coming out the next month, and it is $305 that comes with Jessie, with Cloud, and the motorcycle. So if you don't have Cloud, then maybe this is a way to get Cloud, because you can get them all together for the set. Yeah, and I think Cloud brings everything with him. Looks like it. A bunch of hands, the sword. Jessie also brings everything. Looks like it. So yeah, definitely, if I had the money right now, I would buy this entire set. Because yeah, take care of Cloud, you take care of Jessie, you take care of the bike. Looks fantastic. Then you also have... oh no. So a little bit over. Play on Sky for now, it's over. We have Mafix Harley Quinn Batman Hush version. So this is actually a good version of Harley Quinn, not the Suicide Squad live action Harley Quinn. This is the real Harley Quinn. $71, late April 2022 release, so again very far off. And it's the classic Harley Quinn that we know and love from the comics. So fantastic. I gotta say, I was expecting a little bit of a better paint job from Mafix, because they always do a fantastic job on the comic characters, but this one looks a little bit weird to me somehow. Maybe if they did like a face without the, the Jester mask, that would have been cool. A little bit better, less plain. Still looks fantastic, but a bit expensive. And then also we got Captain Marvel Endgame version, $71, late April 2022 released, and looks great, even though I don't like the character. I don't like the character, so I would have no interest in it. But overall look, the suit looks fantastic, the face scan looks really good, and the effects just sell the character. So it looks like it's going to be a good figure, even though again I don't like the character. Then we have this release from Mexico, 112 Collective Marvel Comics Fantastic Four with Irby. That's... I was not expecting it. I was not expecting we're going to release all the figures in one set. That's crazy. Very expensive. $433. Whew. But let's put it into context. You have Reed Richards with 3 faces, like stretchy parts. So the character is not just a stripped down. We have Sue with some effect parts, 3 faces, a lot of hands, like the effect parts with the like invisible stuff look great. We have Human Torch with a lot of flame parts, 3 heads, a bunch of hands. So they're not cutting corners here. There's a lot of stuff. We have the Thing with 4 different faces, some things for him to hold, like a lamp and a construction piece of a building, and again a lot of handsome effect parts. Completely crazy. And finally we have the robot Airbit with again a lot of moving parts and some accessories. So very detailed indeed. And I gotta say, the promotional images look really good overall, and I think most of the costumes are cloth. Let me see. Yeah, they are cloth. So even though it's very expensive, looks like it's going to be a nice set of figures. Then we have a re-release of a figure that's always being released. Oh, actually, it's not just a re-release. It's actually a new version of Deadpool. Deadpool was from Revoltech, was a very popular figure. I have a KO of it. I don't have the original, and even the KO is a very good figure. But this is version 2.0. At first glance, I don't see the difference. Maybe they improved some of the joints because there were some problems here and there, but I'm not sure how far they went with it. The articulation was the thing that made the figure fantastic in the first place, so I hope they managed to improve some of the joints. But overall it looks the same to me. I'm not seeing any major difference. I see some different weapons and stuff that it brings, like cell phone, and so most of the things that I see difference is in accessories and not in the figure itself. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope they still improved some things. But yeah, if you missed out on the first one, probably this will be the one that you want to get. $71, a bit expensive for Revoltech. October 2021 release, so it's not that far off. But I gotta say, Revoltech is abusing a little bit the pricing. Yeah, Amazing Yamaguchi series is great. I love it, but I don't know, $71. Love it. But that's my opinion again. Then we have this from Sentinel, and it is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse SV Action Peter Parker. That's a big name, Spider-Man. So yeah. Gotta be honest. Okay. Now I see it. Now in the beginning I was not liking it, but the moment you see the cartoon face instead of the mask, now it looks exactly like Spider-Verse. So they're trying to be so accurate to the comics that the proportions look weird, like the movie looked weird. The proportions in the movie looked weird. So interesting perspective. There was also, I think, yeah, the Miles Morales version. Okay, I can see it now. Expensive, $128 for this. Expensive, especially when you compare it to the Mafix version. But yeah, expensive, but I see what they are trying to do. September 2021 release. And then we have the SH figures Harley Quinn from the Suicide Squad. So I guess it's from the new movie. October 2021 release, $52, not a bad price. SH figurines are being relatively tame with their pricing. Now I gotta give them props, and I don't know if it is guns work here. This suit is a lot better than both the things that she wore in the first Suicide Squad movie and in the Birds of Prey stuff. This looks like an homage to the comics and inspired by the games, the Batman Arkham games. So this is better. This is probably a figure that I would be interested in getting. So not expensive, and I like the look. Then we have Shang-Chi, the Legend of the Ten Rings. $52 again, $53, September 2021. Not a bad price, and if at least it looks like the actor, I guess. Because I haven't seen the movie, I don't know how worth it would be to get this character. But if you're a collector and you want everything Marvel, yeah, it's already available to reserve, and again the pricing is not that bad. Then we also have an Ultraman Leo, and this one is actually reservations closed, but you have notify when available. $55, November 2021. I don't know nothing about Ultraman, so I'm not going to even dare to comment. Kamen Rider, also almost $60, October 2021. Also notify when available. This Japanese stuff, like specific stuff, actually is selling out very quickly. Then we got another one, same thing, but this one is very expensive, $75. Chinkoko Seiyo Shadow Moon from Kamen Rider. I can remember watching some Kamen Rider when I was young, but didn't really stick with me. And this, oh, this is just a statue, very good looking statue by the way, but still a statue, and not worth it to discuss here. But $67, and it's a re-release. It's from Monster Hunter. And that's all the news for the new reserves that came out in June. And so I will do another video about figures that were released in June and were restocked, so stay tuned for that. And tell me in the comment section below which figures are you interested in from this list, and I'll see you guys next time.
Do it! Just do it!